Before that, I'd like to touch on 4C in the economics issue. Local municipal police officers and sheriff's deputies need to be economically motivated and incentivized to convert from municipal police power Roman Empire social engineering jurisdiction to common law peacekeeping jurisdiction. Yes, we can offer bonuses to local police officers and sheriff's deputies to embrace the conversion of the local city and county government from municipal jurisdiction to common law jurisdiction. You see, once these ideas start getting popular, it will cause profound social change. That's a bold one. Anybody care to comment on that? If not, I will go on to number 5, the Electoral College.
Before you go on, Charles, I would observe that thanks to the collectivist unionization of most law enforcement agencies, they have self-awarded themselves substantial compensation beyond what most common people are able to access. I'm not totally against a bounty or other award or compensation for special carrying out of their duties, but if they're going to be making exponentially more money by awards of special, this is exactly the situation that has created this conundrum and this dangerous situation that these agencies like CPS, DCFS, and others have lined their pockets while trafficking on humans under the guise of their so-called agency responsibilities. And this is something I have a tremendous problem with when we reward kidnapping and breaking up of families. Something is wrong with the system that needs some dramatic fixing, in my studied opinion.
Excellent, excellent, Chris. I'm 100% with you there. The police officers and sheriff's deputies that we would be, that I, in my vision of how this incentive, reward, bounty for signing on to common law jurisdiction, that would be contingent upon them recognizing the difference between common law peacekeeping and municipal statutory code enforcement, and they would have to. The way I visualize it, there would come a threat. We would just be putting those on the table. Well, it could go different ways, but ideally, there needs to be individual counties and cities converting from municipal model of government to common law model of government. And as I described earlier, the economics of issuing our own credits. You see, when we are issuing our own credits based upon the goods and services that each of us can produce, then that is an alternative form of currency that's way different than Federal Reserve notes. And once we get away from the Federal Reserve note-controlled currency, and we've got our own currency based upon the goods and services that the people at the grassroots are capable of delivering, then our economic wealth will instantaneously double, probably closer to triple. At that point, we will have the resources available to give the police and sheriff's deputies the additional pay raises that we're talking about. And see, this is an issue. I'm glad you're talking about it, because we need to do everything in our power when we're talking about converting local cities and local counties from municipal to common law jurisdiction. That's where the battle is, in my view. And we need to do everything in our power within the realm, within the boundaries of reason, to ensure that there's no flare-ups of violence in the transition, and the people like the accountants and city attorney and the prosecuting attorney and things like that are the real parasites in the municipal form of local government, they're liable to be putting peer pressure on the local city police and the local sheriff's deputies, that we're all a bunch of hillbillies, and they need to, the local police officers and sheriff's deputies need to be on the team of the people that are the responsible governmental authorities here. They're pressuring those executive officers to continue with the evil empire form of government going on here. And we need to pull that peer pressure away from them, away from the corrupted local municipal authorities, and look them in the eye and tell them straight they're going to get a 10% raise and a $2,000 bonus the moment that this city or this county converts from municipal jurisdiction to common law jurisdiction. If they do nothing, if they just stand back and do nothing, that's what they will get. They will have a continuing job, only they will be peace officers instead of statutory code enforcement officers. I think we can do this. I think it's doable. It doesn't take very much to build the threshold number of populations, and if we can just get the local executive officers, when a corrupted judge or a corrupted mayor says, arrest that guy, drag him out, take him out of chambers, and the cop just stands there, does nothing, that's all we need, Chris. Our peace officers can go ahead and at that point remove the corrupted mayor from his position on the bench. And at that point we're in control of the city. Because go ahead.
I totally agree with you. This municipal, this nebulous, undefined, all-encompassing, broadly vague and ambiguous municipal jurisdiction that doesn't exist on any map is a real beast that we have to deal with.
Yeah,